Good morning, everyone. I want to share English Daily Bread. Today's 26 in May 2023 Friday. Today's Daily Bread, the passage Numbers, chapter 36, verse 1 to 36 is 13. This is the last chapter of Numbers. The title is Holding on to Inheritance. The summary of this passage is, even though daughters of Manasseh clan, Zelophehad inherited the land, still there was a problem remained. The problem happened when they married with another tribes, the men's another tribes, because women's land should belong to their husbands. So God gave a solution to Moses that the girl had to marry the man with the man in the same tribes. Today's the main verses meditate is Numbers chapter 36 to 8, 9, 10. Every daughter who inherits land in any Israelite tribe must marry someone in her father's tribal clan, so that every Israelite will possess the inheritance of their ancestors. No inheritance may pass from one tribe to another, for each Israelite tribe is to keep the land it inherits. So Zelophehad's daughters did as the Lord commanded Moses. This is the last chapter of Numbers. It's very interesting is, many people normally they try to do the great things, but Numbers they conclude with the woman's ask if we married with the man in another tribes, what can I do? Because the land should go to the husbands. So it will be very confused. So God gave answer. What I concern is God listened the woman's the request, and then the solution it became the conclusion of the Numbers. Numbers does consist of 36 chapters. The last chapter they finish with the woman's the request. In our life the conclusion is most important. It's true, isn't it? The conclusion is most important. But God conclude with woman's request. The woman symbolized at that time the weaker, the smaller, no power, but God concerned them. It reminds me of Matthew chapter 25. When Jesus came down in the last day, Jesus judged the people. The criteria Jesus judged the people is whether they look after the poor, the helpless, the weaker. Could you please read Matthew chapter 25, verse 31 to 46. When Jesus judged them, some people argued, Jesus, I did great things. I built a big church. I made a lot of money. I gave so many offerings to church. But Jesus said, no, You didn't support me. You didn't look after me. Why? What? But Jesus said that because you ignore the poor, you ignore the weaker, you ignore refugees. If you support them, that means you support me. That's why I punished you. This is Jesus' the thinking. How about us? Do you look after the poor, the weaker, or the people who do not have power? We have to understand Jesus' heart. That's why I like Jesus. Jesus, look after me, such a terrible sinner, such a weaker. And then I am saved. I became child of God. I follow Jesus. The same thing will happen to you. If you believe in Jesus, Jesus look after us. Jesus treat us prince and princess. We are prince and princess of God. We are so happy. Thank you very much. Amen.